Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Cat of Nine Tails run featuring none other than our intrepid Mueller, Mutalisk. For those of you who were with me in the last portion of this run, you'll recall that I have recently raided the Elven Halls successfully and brought my number of books found to an extremely high number, and still have not located the Summon Dragon spell that I really wanted before I would tackle the Shoals. That said, it is getting to the point where I've tackled the vast majority of branches and kind of need to push into somewhere new now. I could potentially take on Volt 8 at this point, but I'm holding off on that for no good reason. And I've decided I'm going to instead make my first stab at the Shoals at last. Now, fair warning, just so everybody knows, I have never actually been inside the Shoals except to get into the entrance and die. But I figure I have a full set of charm spells, and I'm in a good shape to do it. Only problem is my chief mechanism of dealing damage thus far has been summons, and my chief summons have been abominations, and they kind of have this thing about drowning in water, which makes them less than effective, I guess I would say. Ice Beast will be great. This may even be appropriate damage level, I don't know, but it kind of needs something stronger than a level 4 spell to hang my hat on. Is what I've been thinking. Then it occurred to me, what about shadow creatures? That's always an option. I'm sure I have shadow creatures in one of these books, and, it's the appropriate damage level. And then I remembered Haunt. I remember it was recommended a while ago that maybe I should memorize Haunt, and I kind of brushed it off because with such a small health bank as I had then, the progressive sickness would be really problematic to deal with. However, now I've grown a lot in terms of health, etc., and more importantly, turns out I was wrong about that. All it does is drain stats. It does not necessarily drain health to be sick. And being that my main spell can drain my intelligence all the way down to 16 and still leave me casting such a high level spell, I'm thinking it's the way to go. So, looking at my list of spells, Haunt, I would have it excellent, even though my Necro is only at level 4 so, and I only need 5 more spell levels for it. So before I tackle Shoals, that's the spell I'm picking up. In order to make room for it, I'm going to drop, I already dropped Ignite Poison, crap. I can lose Deflect Missiles and just keep Repel, that's one option. I definitely can lose Summon Scorpions at this point, I'm very confident in that. And I guess I can lose Magic Dart as well, so that's what I'll do. I'll lose Summon Scorpions and Magic Dart. And just checking to see if I have extras of any book, so that I can get rid of it that way. I have 2 books of Callings, so let's see if that maybe is what I could use, if I can use that. Book of Wizardry, Spatial Translocation, Summoning. I know I have lots of copies of books, but I just literally just think in this very stack. There, Summon Scorpions, perfect. Read, forget, how do you forget a spell? Using the book. D, forget, yes. Okay, I no longer know Summon Scorpions. I'm still short for Haunt. I would need Magic Dart to be gotten rid of. Let's actually take a look at these recent 2 books, see if any of them got it. K, R, L, R, G. Nope. Okay. The reason I'm so picky about this is just that I'm a picky player. I'm sure I have a Scroll of Amnesia lying around that will get the job done no matter what. But I kind of want to save that for when there's a spell that I can't unmemorize any other way. I have the standard Book of Conjurations, that probably will do it. And I have the Book of Power. So, yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's totally lose it from here. Even if I can't get it back, I'm fairly sure I'm not going to miss a level 1 Conjuration anymore. Not when I have level 4s. Alright, so Forgotten, and Haunt is now wide open. I will eventually probably want to forget Haunt in favor of Dragons, but not just now. Haunt has been brought on board. We are ready to take on the Shoals. Let us go. Actually, just tell me what floor it's on. I don't want to accidentally go in the door. That would be a good way to not get to pre-summon and put my buffs on. So I'm kind of manually gonna guide things. Uh-oh, Haunt was accident. So I'm still used to having my basic conjuration on this. So I'm gonna have to swap Haunt with Secundarin's Mystic Blast, just so that my basic conjuration stays on there. Hotkey thing. And apparently this floor hasn't been fully explored. What the heck is with that? This needs to be rectified. This would be a good time to summon something. I still have ice beasts, and I still have horrible things and all of that. Okay, good. And you gotta love that I'm standing right next to him, but my stealth is good enough that he couldn't see me. Alright, there we go. Spiny frogs are not very threatening. I actually probably can just take them, yeah, just with the blast at this point. Oh my god, I have 5,000 gold. That's just psychotically high. Alright, layer 5, let's go down a floor, layer 6. I'm guessing that'll be the entrance over here. Okay. Crossing my fingers, tapping my toes, and hoping for luck. How is hunger on Haunt? It is minimal, just honeycomb levels. That's cool. Let us go ahead and deflect missiles. Swiftness. What rings am I wearing? Teleport control, conservation. There's sustainability somewhere. I don't want to go all the way to the crypt for it, but that would have been a good idea. Because, you know, I'm going to be suffering a lot of stat loss if I cast Haunt a lot. Maybe I'll go back for it. I have at least Royal Jelly, right? Yeah, so worst case scenario, I'm still covered for a little while. Okay. I should probably turn on Flight just as often as Swiftness here. Let's get some polar bears on board and drop some items. Just so that I'm not overweight anytime soon. 3 honeycombs. I won't... Oh, wait a minute. Ring of Invisibility. Now, near as I recall, nothing can see invisible for the most part in this vault. Or in this dungeon branch. So I will bear that in mind and be ready to potentially quaff my potion of invisibility at a moment's notice. Alright, and I am in. I see a mermaid and a butterfly. Guys, go kill the mermaid. Uh-oh, and she's already begun doing her thing, so let's go ahead and use my Haunt on her. That made me sick, but otherwise I'm in good shape. Okay, deflect missiles is down. She is down. Gonna eat her to pieces right now. Yeah. Just playing it super carefully. I'm not very used to this place, so no need to do anything stupid. And unlike many of the other branches that I've been exploring just for the pure experience benefits, here if I actually get to the bottom there's a rune. So, definite win. Sea snake. Where's the sea snake? There's the sea snake. Let's turn back on my swiftness. Pre-summon some allies. Send them at him. Oh my god, look at the speed on that thing. Yeah, that thing is brutal. I'm gonna have to blink away. What? I'm not attacking anything. Oh, whoops. I am attacking something. Alright, we got him. Just gonna go ahead and hide up here for a while. That poison is really laying into me, man. Oh my god, the water is actually getting worse here. Okay, I'm not sure, but by the looks of it, the water actually moves towards, moves in while you're inside the shoals. So I'm gonna go ahead and fly back, go back down with flight on this time, and be a lot more liberal in casting Haunt. I'm still flying? Okay, good. Where's that sea snake? There's the sea snake. Let's start haunting him now. Okay. There we go. That should take care of him. What is the duration on fly? I'm just panicked that at any minute it's gonna kill me. That I'm flying and whatever. Okay, let's... Okay, they're starting to lose your buoyancy. Cool. Fly again. No point not flying. There's another enemy that can be haunted. Okay. Safe to eat is always a plus. Fly and fly. Reactivate deflect missiles. Reactivate swiftness. It's more mermaids. Definitely a call for double haunting. What the heck is that? Oh, it's a harpy. Harpies can steal your food. That is pretty much all they can do. And I can smite target the harpy from so far out of range as to trivialize them. Unfortunately, there's a mermaid off to the side now that needs to be targeted first. So we'll take her out as well. I mean, I don't know if she's... Oh, she's vulnerable to Mephitic. Beautiful. Oh my god, there's a pack of harpies here. Let's see if they're vulnerable to Mephitic. I doubt it. Okay, harpies are now going down, which is good. That leaves us free to... not yet. Let's just let them keep fighting as they wish. Normally I would play a lot faster than this, but because this is my first time in this branch, I'm being extra cautious. There's no harm in going slowly. It's not a speed-based game, it's a turn-based game. And remembering to keep all of these buffs on simultaneously is obviously very valuable. Gotta say, being sick is much better than having a 20% chance of intelligence drain. Reactivate flight and start searching. Where's that mermaid? I see mermaid, I think new experience. I'm gonna back off because when they mesmerize you, they can draw you towards them. But for the time being, it shouldn't really matter. Oh, wait, there's a corpse? Probably not healthy, but who cares? I kind of need to eat. Deflect missile on, losing my buoyancy, so fly again. There's got to be a faster way to keep all these buffs on. Okay, is that a corpse or is that a live harpy? It's a corpse. Because I don't trust water, I'm totally gonna make sure I have some allies nearby. No, it's a harpy. Let's definitely go straight for haunting because I don't trust that there aren't allies somewhere for it. Ugh, thing's totally keeping up with me. Blinking away, and then blinking back. Deal with that, moron. Yeah, all my food is still here. Good. Manticore. Deal with it. Haunt is just a beautiful spell. Granted, it can often reduce your experience gain because one of the most common summons is that black wraith-like specter, and it can drain enemies. You drain enemies. Oh my god, what just happened? You know what? Does not matter. Time to blink. Get the fuck out. And hope to god that my allies can get out as well. Heal up. Re-engage flight. And swiftness, I guess? Oh, deflect missiles, that's what I wanted. Alright, running around again. It's another mermaid. I'm definitely overdoing the number of protections that I'm wielding, but it's much better to be safe than sorry in this situation, so, yeah. There we go, got mesmerized. It was bound to happen eventually, but good news is I had so many summons there that... I guess Mesmerize is only scary to me because the first time it happened to me, I was in a sewer early on and playing as a dwarf. So, and a berserker at that. So there was really nothing I could do about it. Oh my god, it was a sea snake at melee range. That's almost a death sentence. You know what? Summon horrible things. Here on dry land, that's going to be my best option. Something that can just straight up kill him. Play the recall game and send them back at him. You know what? You just go ahead and mesmerize me. I have a crowd of abominations, the like of which you've never seen. Okay, losing buoyancy, so go ahead and re-engage flight. And deflect missiles, and keep going. Freaking shark, man. It's like Jaws, the Dungeon Crawl edition. Okay, and that cleared out for the most part. Let it finish. Oh, get away from the merfolk, for God's sake. And, yeah, I've got to remember to use Blink more liberally. It's way faster than walking, and it only costs 2 mana. Alright, so thus far, I've cleared out the first floor, taken a net of 1 temporary point of intelligence and 1 temporary point of dexterity damage to my stats. That is more than reasonable. That's excellent, actually. Like, doing this with abominations would have been much harder. Shoals 1 is complete. I'm ready to descend the staircase, but unfortunately that also is kind of the limit of my time for now. So I will catch you guys next time.